That's another question. Just for clarification, are you saying that snakes were once lizards, or that lizards losing legs is a good analogy of how serpents losing legs becomes a snake?
I'll take the first bit, Joe can take the second, Diane the third, perhaps. Number one, your biblical picture is there was a serpent, right? And the serpent is the one who was cursed originally. And the curse is passed on the whole of creation. Now, that one group there, that serpent, when you look at his family, they would begin to lose legs straight away. So you would find a degenerate loss, either incapacity or total leg loss, finally in that one family. But that curse has passed on the whole of creation. So whether you're human beings, you can lose legs, not a common feature, but shortening of backbones is, lengthening of backbones is. When you find many creatures that have elongated, such as the lizards, they tend to become like the ones we showed you, the tiny little limbed, but they're still visibly lizards, right? And they look, well, some people call them, snakes, but they're not snakes. They're just limbless lizards, and provably so. So when you look, it is not the lizard that's giving rise to the actual snake family. The guys up at Riversley should have used the word serpent when they took goanna as that, and we still have goannas with legs, but this change has happened many times since the curse came onto the ground. And you need to get that into your mind, that the curse has affected everything, not just the original family of that serpent. The curse has passed on the whole of creation. And that's why the book of Romans says the whole of creation cries out, waiting for the coming, right? So that even your plum tree, or your apple tree, or your dog, we live in a cursed world. And that's why the gospel is such good news, that you can receive Christ, and that curse, its effect on your spirit and soul and mind, that's where it first of all shows up. I'm changed because Jesus is in me, but I'm looking forward to when my body is no longer cursed, right? I'm not taking this body with me to the new heavens and new earth. I'm going to get a brand new one. So, Joe, anything else do you add on that one?
Just to add on a quick comment that with regards to snakes, there's no doubt that they have lost information. You can see that. John's dealt with that with the legs tonight. But if you look at this question of, well, could a snake have evolved from something else in the first place? It's up there with the idea that venom could have developed by itself. When you look at the complexities of venom, and not only the complexities of the venom itself, but also the hardware that the snake needs in order to effectively inject and use that venom, you can't come to any other conclusion than this was a creature that was designed with a jaw which was designed to be able to open very wide so it can swallow things whole, and it was a creature that was designed to inject venom into its food. Now, notice that says nothing about what it actually is eating at this point. And there's no doubt about it, snakes today, particularly venomous ones, majority of them eat meat, right? But you find that there are a number of snakes that have been recorded eating plants, and you'll find that venom is just as good at digesting plants as it is at digesting meat. And so it's a mechanism by which the snake uses to eat, right? But the point is, venom was designed, the hardware for venom was designed, and the snake's jaw was designed. So there's no doubt about it. The snakes have gone downhill. They've lost their legs, but they haven't evolved from one type of a creature into another. They haven't turned from lizards into snakes. Whatever the original ancestor was of the snakes that we have today, it's certainly gone downhill, but it still has features that are distinct from other types of reptiles.
If I could throw one last thing in there, Joe, for those of you who want to know the recognizable difference, search Serpentes versus Lacertilia, right? So the lizards are actually classified in a totally separate group because they have so many differences from snakes, even though some of the lizards have also lost their legs.